ça?
Oh, color me impressed, Mr. Petit. Not petit at all.
Christ on a bike, guys. This one's bad. So I actually had to look up the title of the movie because I forgot it because it was super forgettable. But this is a spoiler-free review of the movie Freelance, starring John Cena and Alison Brie. So John Cena is a super likable guy, and I think he won a lot of people over with his performance as Peacemaker, both in the Suicide Squad movie and in the Peacemaker show on HBO. And this movie is right in his wheelhouse. It's an action comedy, which is what John Cena excels at. I think the biggest issue with this film is the script. This is this screenwriter's debut film, and it really does show on this one. It's one of the most generic and boring films I've seen in a long time. I looked at my watch about 30 minutes in, which is never a good sign. Got popcorn about an hour in, and then realized that the film just wasn't for me. The story is super generic, and just look at the poster. It doesn't really inspire anything. Retirement didn't suit him? That's the tagline? So the concept of the film is an ex-Special Forces operative, played by John Cena, takes a job to provide security for a journalist as she interviews a dictator, but a military coup breaks out in the middle of the interview, and they are forced to escape into the jungle where they must survive. That's it? They just have to survive? That's the plot. I think that's what was so uninteresting about the film, is it was just like, do we care about these characters? When Alison Brie's character is introduced, she is literally the definition of a C word. When you think about someone who is a cunt, her character comes to mind, but her character changes to being a much nicer person without having any sort of arc to get there. She just is a dick 1 minute and then is nice the next. I guess because she's needing to be reliant on this other person to survive. Alison Brie does have acting chops, but it doesn't show in this movie. I don't feel like anybody's strengths are really able to shine in this movie. So John Cena, who I find hilarious as Peacemaker, is just not that funny in this movie because of the material that's written for him. We know he's charismatic, we know he's funny, and we know he can do action and action comedy really well. But in this movie, because of the script and the directing, I think, as well, the movie just falls very short of something that I would recommend anyone to go see. Freelance definitely ends up on my top 10 worst films of the year. And it's crazy to me that the director of Taken also directed this film. The action just feels so uninspired. When John Cena and Alison Brie are running through the jungle from explosions, you're not ever afraid that they're going to get hit. The main two characters never feel like they're in any real danger. And there isn't any real chemistry between the two of them in this. Not that they needed romantic chemistry, but this film didn't give us any reason to care about its characters. Something comparable like The Lost City with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, they actually have some chemistry and they're funny together. And we've seen John Cena under the direction of James Gunn be hilarious as an action comedy hero. But in Freelance, he's just a nice guy with emotional baggage. I'm going to keep this review short and sweet. I don't want to waste any more time on this film. This is not a good movie. It's not something I would recommend. F+. There's no compelling villain, there's no interesting story. There are actors that we've grown to love, but they're really held back by the script. All in all, Freelance is a real stinker. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe, check out my latest video here, and I will catch you in the next one.